Have you ever noticed how two people can face the same storm, yet one drowns while the other learns to swim? One sees rain and thinks ruin. The other sees rain and thinks growth. If you've ever felt trapped by worry, crushed by fear, or paralyzed by the weight of what might go wrong, then what happened beneath that ancient banyan tree will shake you awake. Because the woman sitting there, with silver hair and eyes like sunlight, holds a truth so simple it sounds impossible. And yet, it changed everything. In a quiet village where dust roads met weathered homes, there lived an elderly woman. Her hair had turned the color of moonlight, her skin marked by the passage of countless seasons. But her eyes, they held something rare, a brightness that didn't fade, a warmth that never turned cold. She lived alone beneath the shade of a towering banyan tree. Her husband had been gone for years. She had no children to visit her, no family to lean on. And yet, when people passed by, they always found her smiling, always at peace. The villagers worked from sunrise to sunset. Farmers tilled stubborn soil. Craftsmen shaped wood with calloused hands. Traders haggled in the crowded market. But life here was unpredictable. Droughts came without warning. Illness struck when least expected. Money ran dry, and when it did, worry crept into every corner of every home. One afternoon, a young mother named Meera arrived at the banyan tree. Her face was streaked with tears. Her hands trembled as she spoke. "I don't know what to do anymore," Meera whispered. "My husband left for the city weeks ago to find work. He promised to send money, but nothing has come. My children ask me for food I don't have. I'm terrified." The old woman gazed at her with gentle eyes and said, "Sit with me, child. Tell me, what do you believe will happen?" Meera looked down, her voice cracking. "I keep thinking the worst. What if he never finds work? What if he forgets about us? What if we lose everything?" The old woman nodded slowly. "And how do those thoughts make you feel?" "Broken," Meera said. "Hopeless." The old woman smiled softly. "That's because thoughts have power, my dear. When we fill our minds with fear, we drain our strength. But when we plant hope, we grow courage. Let me tell you something." Meera wiped her eyes and listened. There was once a traveler who lost everything. His belongings, his money, even his shoes. He sat by a river, weeping in despair. An old sage passed by and asked him, "Why do you cry?" The man said, "Because I have nothing left." The sage smiled and said, "You have the river, you have the trees, you have the sky above and the earth beneath. You are breathing, you are alive. If you count only what is missing, you will always be poor. But if you see what remains, you will find richness everywhere." The old woman looked into Meera's eyes. The traveler stopped crying that day, not because his life suddenly became easy, but because he changed the way he saw it. And slowly, step by step, his life began to rebuild itself. Meera sat in silence for a moment, then asked, "Can my thoughts really change my situation?" "Yes," the old woman said. "Not through magic, but through transformation. When you wake up and tell yourself, 'Today holds possibility,' you will move differently. You will try harder. You will notice opportunities you would have missed. But if you wake up convinced that everything will fail, you will act like someone already defeated." Meera felt something shift inside her. "I'll try," she said quietly. "I'll try to think differently." "That's all it takes to begin," the old woman replied. From that day forward, Meera woke each morning and spoke to herself. "Today is a gift. I will care for my children. I will work with my hands. I will believe my husband is doing his best." She stopped imagining disaster and started imagining endurance. 3 weeks later, a messenger arrived at Meera's door with a letter and a small pouch of coins. Her husband had found work. He was sending support. He was coming home soon. Meera ran to the banyan tree, her heart overflowing. The old woman smiled, unsurprised. You see, child? When you shift your thinking, you shift your energy. And when you shift your energy, the world responds. Word spread through the village. One by one, others came to sit beneath the tree. Farmers struggling with failed crops, merchants drowning in debt, parents worried about their children. And to each of them, the old woman gave the same truth. Think well and you will live well, not because life will stop testing you, but because you will stop breaking under the weight. And slowly, the village began to change. Not because problems disappeared, but because people stopped letting fear decide their fate. The power of positive thinking is not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about refusing to let fear write the ending before the story is finished. It's about choosing hope when despair feels easier. It's about believing that your mind is not your prison, but your greatest tool. So ask yourself, what story are you telling yourself today? And is it one worth living? If this story touched your heart, subscribe to this channel for more inspiring stories that will change the way you see life. Hit the like button if you believe in the power of positive thinking. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this message today. And leave a comment below telling us, what will you choose to think differently about starting today? Your journey begins with a single thought. Make it a good one.